hardest. In the United States, about 1 in 8 women will develop invasive breast cancer over the course of their lifetime. 1 woman dies of breast cancer every 13 minutes. White women are 14% more likely to get breast cancer than African American women. But African American women have a 41% higher rate of death from it.
My mother's aunts, my mother's mother, her mother, and my great-great-grandmother all died of breast cancer. In the early 1900s, my great-great-grandmother had her breasts cut off. They sent her home with 2 stitches in her breast, and she bled to death. So in the morning, when my uncle checked on her, it was raining, so the ambulance would not come down the road to pick her up. He had to carry her in the rain down a dirt road to the ambulance. And they took her to the hospital, and that was the last time they saw her. Now, when my mother and her sisters and brothers woke up and they went out to the dirt road, all they saw was a trail of blood. How horrific would it have been if I woke up and saw a trail of blood leading all the way out to the road, and it's my mother's blood? And that's the last memory I have of my mother. It explains a lot to me, and that started the curse in my family of not trusting doctors. At 44, I felt a lump, and I knew it was cancerous because of my family history. I went to the doctor, and they wanted to schedule in 2 weeks a biopsy, and I said, no, I need to be seen tomorrow because of family history. The test came back benign, and I knew that wasn't true. I had all the symptoms. I had the puckering, I had the discharge, and it was painful. So the second test came back, and it was benign. I called them again, and I said, I don't feel well, please just check it again. This man says, you are interrupting my golf game. There is no reason for this lump to be removed. You need to get over it and get on with your life. He said, okay, we're gonna do it this one last time. After that, that's it, Vicki. So he did it again, and the test came back benign. He stated he could do this in his sleep. To think that he made a mistake was insulting. I said, okay, I need a specialist or something. We were seen the next day. The head surgeon did a microscopic insert, and when he looked at it on the screen, it showed it was cancerous. And not only was it cancerous, it had spread to my lymph nodes. That experience brought back all of the family memories of listening to my auntie say, never trust a doctor. You remember what they did to your great-great-grandmother. How in the world could he make a mistake? There's no way I made a mistake, were his words, and he did 3 times. They never touched the tumor. They were analyzing fatty tissue.
The district has the highest breast cancer mortality rate in the country. Wards 1 through 5 are the most affluent and predominantly white in D.C. There are a total of 15 oncology offices specializing in breast cancer treatment in those 5 wards combined. But in Ward 8, which is not only the poorest ward, but also where the prevalence of breast cancer is the highest, there is only 1 oncology office. The African American community is particularly vulnerable to triple-negative breast cancer. It is called triple-negative because the cancer does not have the 3 main receptors that respond to hormonal cancer therapy, so treatment options are limited.
The triple-negative, it's a monster. And if you don't catch that in time, it is a death sentence. What is it about us that it just zooms in on our genes and it just attacks? And that's the way it feels when I talk to women who have it. Why does it just want us?
I'm a survivor, so my hair's growing back from my treatment.
Breast cancer in Washington, D.C. is running rampant. You call the household and you ask them, have you had a mammogram this year? You get that reply, I haven't had a mammogram ever, or I haven't had one in 5 years, or yeah, I have a lump, but it's not bothering me, so I won't bother it. So what is that all about? If they're not coming out to get their mammograms to figure out what the next steps are for them, they're just opting to have that cancer grow within them. I got really upset because if I hadn't fought for my own life, I wouldn't be here right now. So it's very important that I was my own advocate. And then I knew I was gonna have to share this with everybody. So what we'll do
The organization Vicki works for is called Total Lifestyle Change, Inc. She works to make sure as many women as possible get mammograms.
Now, in Washington, D.C., Ward 7 and 8, we are getting started with our Saturday morning parties. And what that is, we have to reach almost 2,000 women. Bring your girlies to the party, check them at the party. We're gonna start scheduling the mammograms at the party. It is a party. We have an oncologist coming out there. We will have the makeup artist out there. There's food. We're gonna give out some giveaways. You get a makeup, you can shop for some things. We're gonna have a local DJ come through. But mostly there's education. I can talk to them about what's gonna happen with their mammogram, what will happen afterwards. We have other guest speakers that will be there.
This is big news.
Are we gonna educate you a little bit? Yes. But also we're gonna have some fun in the name of that. And I want you to leave feeling good. I want you to tell your girlfriends about this party. And then I want you to come back with your other girlfriends who have not had a mammogram. But I need to get them through the door.
This is cute.
Once I get you through that door, you're all mine. Am I bribing you? Yes. Will you get it done? Yes. Have I accomplished my job? Yes. Love you too. Okay. My future right now is so amazing. It looks like I'm going to be busy for a very long time, and I'm just so grateful that I'm still here to do this.